Hysteresis is likely to be in the headlines in the months ahead. While it sounds like a terrible ailment, it's fortunately nothing to get hysterical about. Federal Reserve Board Chair Janet Yellen brought up hysteresis on October 14th in explaining why the U.S. Central Bank might consider running a high-pressure economy. Normally, the Federal Reserve steers the economy like a big ship, applying stimuli or raising interest rates at glacial speed. But if the economy is in a cycle where weak demand begets weak supply, a state of hysteresis, Ms. Yellen said the Fed may want to run a high-pressure economy temporarily to reverse damage sustained in the Great Recession. In a high-pressure economy, the Fed would steer rates lower for longer to stimulate economic growth. With inflation not causing any waves, the Fed has room to maneuver and temporarily run the economy at high speed without running aground. The idea would be to repair damage sustained during the Great Recession. At the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston's 60th Annual Economic Conference on October 14th, the first woman to chair the Fed began her remarks humbly by acknowledging extreme economic events have often challenged existing views of how the economy works and exposed shortcomings in the collective knowledge of economists. The 73-year-old Ms. Yellen, who spent her life in academia, explained her point of view on the economic landscape and what she might do about it, bringing up hysteresis for the first time. Ms. Yellen remarked that during the Great Recession, the United States experienced a modest reduction in labor supply as a result of reduced immigration and a fall in labor force participation beyond what can be explained by cyclical conditions and demographic factors, as well as a marked slowdown in the estimated trend growth rate of labor productivity. Ms. Yellen spoke plainly about the implications of hysteresis on Fed policy, describing a plan to run a high-pressure economy. Ms. Yellen's remarks represent a glimpse of what's to come. As your trusted source of financial news and analysis, we are obliged to tell you that this ominous-sounding economic condition is no crisis and won't drive the economy into a recession. It is a new wrinkle, that's all. Ms. Yellen is deliberately signaling the Fed's willingness to lift the economy significantly using ideas never before applied by central bankers. Clearly, a lift is underway. Gross domestic product grew at a 2.9% annual rate in the third quarter of 2016. That's strong, and it's driven by very positive reports for months about consumer balance sheets, income, and spending. Consumers drive 69% of U.S. growth. Stock prices remain near an all-time high, and with a pivotal national election just days away, it's wise to expect volatility. Yet, none of the major signals normally presaging a recession are evident. In fact, hysteresis may make the Fed run a high-pressure economy and accelerate the pace of growth.